Hi guys, what's up? My name is Ronald. We will talk about the travel requirements going back to Philippines. Mahirap makahanap ng travel requirements online. So, I made this detailed guide for those people who are traveling back to Philippines, OFW, Filipino residents, dual citizenship, or former Filipino citizen. Hi guys, welcome back. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have a lot of useful tutorials for Filipinos, travel requirements, travel guides. Anyway, let's begin. Pinaka-basic na kailangan mo, syempre, is your passport. If you are a Filipino citizen, kahit less than 6 months valid yung passport mo, pwede mo siyang gamitin. Pero kung magta-travel ka palabas ng Pilipinas, dapat valid siya at least 6 months. Next, former Filipino citizen or dual citizen na Filipino, your passport must be valid 6 months and above. So, compared sa Filipino residents, kahit less than 6 months, pwedeng gamitin. And of course, don't forget to bring your valid documents like old Filipino passport, copy of your marriage certificate, and birth certificate ng asawa nyo na foreigner or anak. Another thing that you need to take note is visa. If you are a national, a citizen, dito sa listahan ng mga bansa na to, hindi mo na kailangan mag-produce ng travel visa papasok ng Pilipinas. Pwede ka mag-apply online ng balikbayan privilege para makapag-stay ng 1 year yung foreign national na family mo. And ikaw din. But if your nationality is not listed here, ibig sabihin, kailangan mag-produce ng travel visa papasok ng Pilipinas. Alright, so next naman is your flight ticket or boarding pass. For Filipino residents, syempre, hindi natin kailangan ng return ticket. Kahit one-way ticket lang, pwede na. For OFW, nagbakasyon ka lang sa Pilipinas, hindi mo naman kailangan ipakita yung return ticket mo pagdating ng Philippines. Kailangan mo lang siyang gawin kapag babalik ka na nga abroad. It's just make sure na nakakuha ka na ng return ticket para hindi na siya problema. Para naman sa mga dual citizen and former na Filipino citizen, ibig sabihin, Filipino sila before, hindi nyo rin kailangan magdala ng return ticket. Basta magdala lang kayo ng mga sinabi ko kanina to prove na kayo ay Filipino before. Tulad nga ng Philippine passport na copy, marriage certificate, and birth certificate. Yan. So, malinaw na yung passport natin and flight ticket. Next naman is yung e-travel. So, matagal na tong ni-roll out. You need to go to etravel.gov.ph. So, kailangan yung mag-register 2 to 3 days bago kayo dumating ng Philippines. If may account ka na, that's good. Pero kung wala ka pang account, you need to register ahead. Kasi it will take you time kung hindi ka sanay sa e-travel. Alternatively, you can also register gamit ng eGovPH app. Best to kung ikaw ay Filipino resident or OFW. E-travel arrival, ito yung digital arrival card sa Philippines. You will get this QR code after mo masubmit online. If you are traveling as a family, it's best na add your family inside. You can check out my other videos paano mag-travel as a group if you are entering Philippines nga. Kasi one QR code is for one passenger or one traveler. And one last thing, choosing your option inside e-travel. Meron kasing part dito, ano yung travel purpose mo? Returning resident? Are you an OFW? Or you are visiting your family and friends? Based on your residential status, choose accordingly na lang dito. This is inside e-travel din. Customs declaration. So in Philippines, online na rin siya or digital submission. It's part of e-travel na din. This is where you will declare yung mga dala mong goods tulad ng mga binili mo abroad or mga pasalubong na dala mo. And currency. So we have a limit of 50,000 pesos or 10,000 USD cash. For goods naman, you can check out my other videos para malaman nyo kung ano yung mga dapat yung i-declare or hindi. Just be aware of this customs declaration form. Ngayon, kung wala naman kayong i-declare, you can just simply press no or choose nothing to declare. So after doing this, you will receive the e-travel QR code nga, which is the arrival card in Philippines. For OFW naman, when you reach Philippines, hindi na required ipakita ang OEC, work contract, and work visa. I recommend mag-secure na kayo ng OEC and make sure na verified ang work contract nyo. And yung work visa, make sure it's valid and tama yung mga information. Kailangan mo yan pag lalabas ka na ng Philippines or babalik ka sa abroad. Alright, next naman, arriving in Philippines using the e-gate automated system. So this is best for Filipino citizen or Filipino residents. So sa mga Filipino, upon arrival, madali lang naman siya gamitin. I-scan nyo lang yung boarding pass nyo and then your passport. Next is biometrics. fingerprint, and photo taking. And matagal nang inalis yung arrival sticker. I've mentioned that in my previous video as well. So after mo mag-clear ng e-gate, makikita mo yung record mo sa e-travel arrival, lalabas sa screen. And you will receive this email that you have reached Philippines by clearing Philippine immigration. So ayan yung sample. Now, for foreign nationals or foreign passport holder, you need to queue on the foreign section or foreign lane. Do the manual immigration, not the e-gate system. Paglagpas mo ng e-gate or ng immigration, just collect your baggage base nga sa flight mo. For example, sa belt 3, belt 4, belt something, collect your baggage and then labas ka na lang sa green gate kung wala kang i-declare. And I hope this detailed guide for you guys is helpful, nakatulong. Please share this to your friends or family na babalik nga ng Philippines or mga OFW na babalik. Thanks for watching if you are still here. I will see you in my next video.